So tell me, we saw a big panic in the tech sector after this low-cost Chinese artificial intelligence model from DeepSeek emerged on the scene. Can you break down why we saw such a big sell-off and why is there such a perceived threat from DeepSeek?
Yeah, so first of all, any perceived risk into the bull case for Nvidia, given its appreciation of its stock, is always met with a giant sell-off, and that's what we saw here. And the fundamental thesis, or where there was perceived risk, was that a company of a few hundred people in China was able to achieve what it appeared that others took billions to invest in, like the OpenAIs of the world, and they spent $5.6 million to do that. So one might conclude that that means that people don't need as much NVIDIA infrastructure or any company affiliated or in around NVIDIA, like an AMD, a Broadcom, or a Marvell.
So is what we saw an overreaction? I'm just asking that because there's some people who are questioning whether the validity of what's coming out of DeepSeek. We're already hearing news that Alibaba has an AI model that beats out DeepSeek. Microsoft is weighing in that maybe the way DeepSeek obtained this was through OpenAI to begin with. So where do you stand on all this?
So where I stand on it, after putting my team and myself grinding through white papers and talking and doing channel checks, is that very little has changed. If you look at the wheel of large language models and the innovations that go into it, there's always a cost reduction effort or a cost reduction move. I don't believe that it costs $5.6 million to train this model. It takes hundreds of millions of dollars to do this. And then you actually have to run the AI, which is lovingly referred to as inference. And that takes a tremendous amount of money to stand that up. So our belief is that until we get to AGI at some point in the future, for nearly every single task that we do, and this could be 5 to 10 years when you extend that to the edge and things like robotics, this infrastructure build out will continue. So, and it's less about training; it's mostly about inference. So I do believe that this was a little overdone, a lot overdone, but we're still seeing elements of risk and fear out there, which is understandable given the run up of NVIDIA.
So then, as an investment thesis, this sell-off that we saw in tech, how do you interpret it? Buying opportunity? Does it move you into wait and see mode, or do you just double down?
I believe it's a buying opportunity, and I've been very consistent for the past 2 years. Is this nothing stops this build out until investors are putting pressure on the large cap Mag 7 to reduce their capex, and that's not going to happen. So I do see it as a buying opportunity. Maybe the unknown buying opportunity might be these downstream tickers, right? The software companies, the people that actually have to deliver the AI to their companies. Again, back to Microsoft, Adobe, ServiceNow, SAP, we believe are going to be big beneficiaries downstream. It just hasn't clicked in yet. Of course, it's clicked in for Microsoft, but that was more related to the benefits that they're being able to drive from OpenAI infrastructure and Azure AI versus services that their end customers are buying.